Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NukemDukem here. So yesterday, Ubisoft posted it on their social media that they are going to do a Year 3 Rainbow Six Siege. As you can see on the right side, it says Sunday, and it'll be revealed during the ESL Pro League final, and then it'll be the semifinals, and they'll have Operation White Noise right before the grand final. So this is a confirmation that we are going to get another year of Rainbow Six Siege. So what does this mean? If we're going based off history of Year 1 Season Pass and Year 2 Season Pass, that means we would get 4 countries and 2 operators from each country. In Year 1, it used to be 1 male and 1 female operator, and in Year 2, looks like they're changing up with, based on the leaks, we're going to have 2 female ground operators, so we can't officially say it will be 1 male and 1 female more, so we can say it's going to be 2 operators per country, and there's a total of 4 countries based on Year 1, Year 2. Now, Year 3 could be a lot different, because in Year 2, we only had 3 maps, because we lost 1 map due to the Polish ground operators being delayed, so therefore we lost that map. So we can't say there's going to be 4 maps. But what we know from probably from the season pass is we're going to get 2 operators per country, and you get them 1 week early and for cheaper renown, and also a renown boost in the shops and cheaper things for microtransactions. So the next best thing to speculate is what operators from what countries we're going to get for Year 3. Well, based on this 4chan leak, take a grain of salt, it's not been confirmed by Ubisoft until they reveal it to us during the Pro League. They say we are going to get a Mexican operator, as you can see in the very top, and a new mode where it says zombie Left 4 Dead style missions. And you can see it says one of the Mexican operators will have 2 charges, temporary heal, 40 health, recoil reduction, and a speed buff. The second operator uses 1 pulse for a wall hack's duration, doesn't update in real time, but pulses every 2 seconds. Now, I don't know if these maps that 4chan suggesting, saying these are 3 different maps in mode for the new mode for zombies, or we're going to get a total of 3 new maps for Year 3 and then 1 new zombie mode. So here are the 4 countries I'm predicting that's going to be announced for Year 3. Now, there's a reason why I picked these specific countries. I'm guessing doesn't mean it's actually going to be it. Now, the reason I picked Mexican operators is because 1, 4chan leaked the white noise, the South Korean operators so far, and they got everything correct up to this point and date. And I'd also think Ubisoft wants to branch to other countries and get more of a Spanish influence, so Mexico would be the place to go. Now, you're going to be like, why don't they add more operators to the countries we already have? The thing is, Ubisoft wants to keep growing their base and their market to different countries and get more people playing their game. The best way to do that is introduce their country that has not been represented yet. So Mexico would be a good one. Another one to write is Australian. There is a lot of gamers in Australia. It's a major continent that has not been represented, and there's a lot of fan-made content that people want Australian operators. So that's why I think Australia will be a good one. And they have an awesome history, rich history in their special forces, where they actually did missions successfully in the past. Oh, and I forgot to mention, these are not the official operators. These are all my fan mades I put on my channel. I'll put a link to all 4 of them where you guys can actually check them out and click on it. Now, the bottom left is Italian operators. Now, the Italians is unique because you got Rome influence in there. Though Rome is separate from Italy, it'll be cool to mix a little bit of the Swedish guards or the colors or their own special forces with the Italian one as well, or just have the colors, because I know Italy has its own special forces and the Vatican has their own specific special forces, but it'll be cool to have that integrated, and I think the Italian people would like that since they don't have a special forces in the game yet. And lastly, I am going to say Greece, and this is most likely not going to happen. But the reason why I say Greece is because when they buff Glaz with his thermoscope, they tease a Easter egg of a former Rainbow Six team member from Greece. And you can see she helped Glaz with his thermal vision and helped modernize his thermal vision to see through smoke. So it could be an Easter egg that we may be getting Greece. Now, the chances of Greece is most likely less likely, and the reason why is because I think there's a lot of other countries that I did not even mention has a higher gamer count or higher gaming presence than Greece. I'm not saying Greece is bad and they don't have gamers. I just think there's other countries with more gamers than Greece. But if they did bring Grease, they might bring this particular former Rainbow Six character in out of retirement. If you don't know who she is, she was appeared in Rainbow Six Rogue Spear and Rainbow Six 3 Raven Shield. Her name is Keir Galanos, and her biography says, born in Nicosia, Cyprus, sorry if I said that wrong, Galanos was thrust into the ethnic tension on Cyprus from the early age when her family lost their homes during a widespread clashes between Turkish and Greek riders. The Galanos family were never physically harmed by the tension, continued to suffer difficulty times for many years due to the unrest. Eventually, they fled the city, and Galanos' father, an ex-ELD-YK sniper, taught her his trade in extending hunting trips through the center of the island. Galanos attempted to join the Greek MYK forces, so that's where I believe the special forces will come from. It's Greek MYK, but was denied due to her gender. It says she joined the civilian police force and quickly rose to prominence as a sniper, with a reputation for precise shooting in less than optimal condition. Galanos is, at times, a sheer force of nature. What she cannot achieve by skill alone, she often competes by force of will. Teammates often claim her piercing gaze does more damage than bullets. She displays no empathy towards Turks, so she has an issue against Turks. So if we ever have any Turk operators or Turkish, we will have a big conflict between these two and may hear some voice dialogue between a Turkish operator and her if that's the case, or indeed any other national or criminal. She treats assignments as problems to be solved and solve them with a single clean trigger pull. So with all that being said, do you think it's possible we may have Greece? And what do you think of my 4 predictions? Do you think they're correct, or I'm missing out on some countries and the reason why? I'm sorry if I didn't announce your country, you know, this is just my speculation. But the more interesting mode is a zombie mode, where they have different types of zombies. They have spiked zombies, normal zombies, Left 4 Dead 2 boomers that doesn't blind, porcupines that roots and teleports around, Left 4 Dead 2 armored charger, some kind of mummy that can blind you and throw you around. Wow. With all that said, I'm going to attach one of my older videos of the Korean Special Forces of 707 so you have a better idea of these special forces that are being introduced to the game, the South Korean operators. And don't forget the Jaeger Elite giveaways in the description. I'm picking winners soon. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like, notification bell, and share the video below, and then it's in the description. Before we jump straight into the 707 Special Mission Battalion, which specializes in counterterrorism, it's a good idea to look at the whole history of the special forces within South Korea. The Special Forces Brigades of Republic Korea, short-term ROK, stands for Republic Korea, are 6 Special Forces brigades and 1 overseas development group under the command and control of Republic of Korea Army Special Warfare Command. It depends on which brigades that you fall under, but they receive special training for various unconventional warfare missions. Some of the main tasks from ROK includes guerrilla warfare, special reconnaissance, unconventional warfare, direct action, collecting information or intel on enemy territories, and conducting special missions. Here in the video, you can see one of the training is the ROK UDT SEAL MUSAT Close Quarter Combat Training. Volunteers for these brigades undergo training in high-skilled weapon handling and parachuting, as well as regular physical and psychological tests. All weapons and equipment used by the ROK Special Forces are South Korea, US, Germany, and other products. Although ROK Special Forces are purely volunteer soldiers, they have to reach a certain requirement, such as achieving a black belt in Taekwondo or some similar martial arts. Let's go ahead and talk about the 7 ROK Special Forces brigades. Each of them have their own unique symbol mascots, and each of their special forces is every other number, so it's going to be an odd number. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So starting for the first one, it's the first Special Forces brigade has an eagle. The third is the Flying Tiger. The 5th used to be called Black Dragon, but now they're the Overseas Development Group, which takes care of the whole world. The 7th is the Pegasus, 9th is Ghost, 11th is Golden Bat, and 13th is Black Panther. With all that said and done, let's go ahead and focus on the 707th Special Mission Battalion. which is the counterterrorism unit in South Korea. This is where most likely Ubisoft will get their ideas for Rainbow Six Siege operators. So it was founded in 1981 under executive order of the President of Republic of Korea as a world-class counter-terrorist force with the goal of support of domestic and international counter-terrorist prevention. This was a force group in response to the Munich massacre, which is the 1972 Summer Olympic in Munich, where several terrorists, Palestinian terrorists, captured Israeli Olympians in their hotel room, and then they had a hostage negotiation. They killed one German police officer, and after a while, the hostage negotiation broke down, which resulted in all the hostages getting killed, as well as the people who captured the hostages. This was a world outcry where people in different countries realized they needed a special force team for counterterrorism. If you look at the Spanish operators Jaco Mira, their special forces was formed from this massacre right here, the Munich one. So South Korea is one of those countries that participated and formed a counterterrorism force. Part of the reason why South Korea formed this team is because they were hosting the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. The unit has about 200 men and women organized in 2 companies, headquarters and support staff. This unit's main purpose is to focus on quick reaction to counter-terrorist threats and situations. Unit soldiers once distinguished by their black berets. This was before the standardization of black berets for all active soldiers. Are tasked with conducting urban counter-terrorist missions and constitute the Army Quick Reaction Force for emergencies. The battalion's nickname is White Tiger. They have an interesting use of their female special forces member. The unit of the female special operatives are used for counter-terror operation where the presence of women is not seen as a threat to terrorists. So it's kind of like a cloak and dagger disguise where they would send a woman, and most terrorists won't expect a woman to be a part of the counter-terrorism unit. So how does one join the 707th Mission Battalion? Well, there's a couple ways. One, they could be handpicked by a special officer from these special forces, or they could be from different branches from Republic of Korea Armed Forces, and they have to apply to try to become one of the members of this elite force. The selection process is very vigorous, or you can say extreme vetting. First, applicants will undergo a background check and then undergo a 10-day procedure in which 90% of the applicants or hand-selected people are eliminated from the choice. All members within the 707th are scuba and parachute qualified. It has been reported that members are frequently perform daily calisthenics in snow, sub-zero temperatures, and swim in freezing lakes without thermal protection. Calisthenics means gym exercise to achieve body fitness and grace of movement. Most of the members have at least 3 black belts in 3 different martial arts styles. They also work with other special forces in different countries, such as the US Army Delta Force, the FBI HRT, British SAS, Russia's Alpha Group, French GIGN, Canadian JTF2, Hong Kong SDU, or Special Duty Unit, and Singaporean STAR. You want to check all these fan-made special forces of the Mexican operators, Australian operators, Italian, or Greece operators, just click on the screen of which one you want to go, and it'll lead you guys to there. Alright guys, enjoy. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, and if you haven't hit that like button, and share this video.